What's going on, all you gamers? Here we are in Cyberpunk 2077, and today I'm going to be telling you how to get and how to keep one of the best guns in the game. So if you're trying to get your hands on Skippy and you want to keep hold of it in Stone Cold Killer mode, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back, everyone. Right, today is kind of a revised guide because, to be perfectly honest, I put out an earlier one and I wasn't aware of all of the actual factors, not until I used the gun an awful lot. Now, this gun is actually very odd and kind of a plot device, kind of like a side quest as such, which I wasn't actually aware of. To be perfectly honest, I think this gun is kind of in the game just as a bit of a laugh, and you're supposed to give it away. You're not supposed to be able to keep it, you're not supposed to be able to keep it on headshot mode, kind of, and they kind of make it so that you probably 70 or 80% of you won't have it on headshot mode and won't keep it. I'm going to show you how you can, and it's going to be kind of a step-by-step process. Right, so first off, where do you find it? So we're going to dive into our map, and as you can see, if you look here, we are in Haywood, and all the way down here you're going to see a marker. Now this marker is going to say side job, danger very high, and obviously that usually means if you're early game you're going to stay well away from this, as everything's going to one shot you, you're not going to be able to do the job, there's no point going there. It's a trick. You can go there, there's no issues, nothing's going to attack you. This is how you will get this gun to start off with. Now, like I said, it's pretty much there. The closest place that you can actually travel to is just there, the shooting range. And then just make your way to this marker. Now, once you're there, you will literally just hop over this, and then what you're going to see is this right here, and this is where I made my first mistake. So you're going to pick up Skippy, as you'll see, you'll go through quite a few animations of this. It is an amazing gun, and this is really, really good. I really enjoy this. So you're going to say, was that your owner? You fully functional. What can you do? Now this bit is actually vital, and this is a bit that it's kind of designed to shoot you in the foot as such. The gun doesn't actually shoot you in the foot, but it is a choice that you will probably screw up if you do not know what the consequences are. So first mode is puppy mode. Second mode is Stone Cold Killer. So this mode is headshot mode, pretty much auto targeting headshot, which is pretty much how it sounds. Amazing. This shot is shoot everyone in the legs, don't do much damage, absolutely really annoying. So what one are you going to pick? That's right, you're going to pick Puppy Loving Pacifist.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now you're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing? Well, I'll tell you in just a second. Once he stopped talking. Permanently enjoy crippling your enemies. Right, so now this gun is awful. Absolutely awful. If you are playing on the toughest setting, I would recommend probably giving it a save and then probably lowering the settings a little bit, because you can change difficulties after you've saved. It will just go back to your last save point. So if you saved it a little while after this or a little while before, just to give yourself an emergency save slot in case anything goes wrong, and then a little bit later on saved again and kind of changed the value, so you went to easy or normal or even hard. Probably won't do this on very hard, as this gun will not kill things at the moment, but I will explain what's going to happen next, and then I'll show you some footage of what I've done so that you can kind of understand it, and it will reiterate it to you, and I'll chuck on some actual text within it so that you know exactly how to keep this weapon. Right, so now I'm going to explain why we have set it to a puppy loving mode. I think that was roughly what it's called. Basically the one that just cripples them. It is because if you set it to that, what I wasn't aware of, 50 kills after that, it will then speak to you. I will chuck it up in the videos anyway, but I think it's something along the lines of, why are we only shooting them in the leg? Is there a reason why we're not killing people? And if you say because killing is wrong, it will stay in puppy mode and you'll kind of nerf the gun and make it almost useless. If you say I don't know, or if you go to the bottom choice, I cannot for the life of me remember what unlocks the bottom choice. I will chuck it in the comments for the next bit. But if you pick I don't know, or you pick the bottom one, which you need a certain skill level, I think it's cool 8 if I remember correctly. But even if you haven't, picked the middle one, and it will then revert to the opposite setting. You will then have it in Stone Cold Killer mode, and this is permanent. So you might think, wow, that's amazing. Now I've got one of the best guns in the game. It's in the best mode. Everything's done and dusted. There's still more to come. After that, what will happen is that you will then get another speech from him a little further down the line after you've used him a little more. And he will say, I want to find my original owner. Now for this, his original owner is actually Regina, the person who gives you all the bounties on the psychos. So basically, from there, what you have to say, and I would really recommend this, he says, will you return me? And you'll either say yes or no, I'm keeping you. If you say no, I'm keeping you, he becomes the most annoying gun in the world. And when you pull him out and when you're shooting him and other such times, he's basically shouting at you and telling you to take him back to his original owner. It gets quite tedious quite fast. So you have to say, yes, I'll take you to your original owner. Either way, we'll still come up with a side quest. I believe it's called the machine gun. Now, this side quest actually involves you going to Regina's house and handing him over. The only way that I have found to keep him at the moment on Stone Cold Killer and to actually keep him is to not complete this quest. You have two options. One, after you've said the second part where you say I will take you back to her, you just don't bother to, which is my preference in that one, to be perfectly honest. Or the other one is you go back to her and when she says put it down on the table, you instead walk away. Now apparently after a long time or something it kind of sorts itself out, that's what I've been told on the internet. With my one I played for half hour afterwards and nothing had changed. It was still on there, I just had to complete that mission. So for me, if I was going to keep this gun, which I'm trying to, I just probably will not complete that mission, as it only rewards a little bit of XP, and when I've done it the first time, I think I got 7,000 credits, or 7,000 eddies, sorry, which is awful for giving up a gun this good. Now I'm going to chuck on exactly what happens in video footage with a little bit of text down the bottom so that you'll know exactly what to kind of expect. But yeah, that's the only way that I've found myself. If you find another way, go for it. I would love to hear from you, because if there's a way to complete the quest chain by keeping hold of it and doing something else, I would love to know, but I haven't been able to myself. I've just been able to keep it by not completing the actual quest chain and by doing what I said in the first 2 stages. Right guys and girls, I'm going to chuck on the footage of the next parts, and I hope you enjoy. As always, if you'd like to become part of the Sofa Squad, and for all things Xbox, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.
Hello, user. I have prepared a usage data report. Please say anything to continue.
All right, show me what you got.
User, I have assisted you in maiming over 50 people. To help me improve your experience, please answer the following survey question. Why do you prefer to maim rather than kill your enemies?
Don't really know.
Thank you. Initiating Stone Cold Killer mode. I will now aim exclusively for the head.
No, wait!
I'm so glad I could be of assistance.
Hit me with it.
While running a routine diagnostic check, I discovered a file with my owner's metadata. Name, Regina Jones. User, please return me to my real owner. Thank you in advance.
Well, no time for this.
Hey, the name Skippy ring any bells? Fits in a holster, more than a little psycho.
You have Skip? Little bastard got swiped a while back. Let me see him.